1ext Rain-Drenched Alley Night 1. Rain pours down, creating a shimmering veil over the landscape. Neon signs flicker, casting eerie shadows on the damp pavement. Andrew, a determined figure, walks forward with a purpose. The sound of a slamming door echoes, but Andrew remains focused, his gaze fixed ahead. His footsteps echo through the deserted street, each step filled with determination. He clutches a light brown suitcase tightly, its glow is faint under the streetlights. A gust of wind billows Andrew's coat dramatically. He squares his shoulders against the elements, undeterred. Lightning illuminates Andrew's determined expression briefly, revealing the weight of his burden. Undeterred, Andrew presses on, disappearing into the night. Dissolve 2. 2int. Business 2. Montage. Lightning illuminates Andrew's showcase of an eco-friendly hearing aid prototype. A grand event is held, featuring Andrew and potential investors. Andrew engages with tech experts about MAED's intricate technology. Andrew delivers a passionate speech on the importance of sustainable technology. Andrew drafts plans for MAED's expansion. End montage. Andrew's desk is filled with photos revealing his vision for MAED's future, illuminated by a compact Presario series computer. The computer displayed a chart showing financial data, initially indicating success. However, it shows a sharp decline in profits, causing the man to wake up and slap the computer's side in frustration. Andrew. Yelling. "Oh, for the love of... Are you kidding me? After everything, it's all just gone? Unbelievable." Andrew reflects on his disappointment and shame, placing his hand on the chair's back and slowly rising their head to face another wall. He approaches another desk. A cork board containing papers and awards. Despite the lack of any other light source, it causes a slight glow on the wall. Andrew's expression combines distaste and deep contemplation, revealing a mix of disgust and thoughtful consideration on his face. He picks up MAED and brings it up to his face. His voice echoes in the room. Andrew. Chuckling, "You." Andrew. Shaking his hand in anger. "You. Andrew. I thought you were my way out of here." Andrew then throws the object on the ground, creating a snapping sound that resonates throughout the room. He slowly picks it up and brings it to his face. Andrew's curiosity turns to awe as he gently places the object on the desk. Suddenly, the corkboard morphs into a mirror, reflecting his image. But the reflection is unsettling. Deep purple eyes stare back. 3int. Living room, night 3. The living room is filled with photographs that tell a heartwarming story of love, loss, and new beginnings, each frame capturing a moment or memory. The light illuminates the room through a classic Sony CRT TV and moonlight streaming through the deep red window curtains. Montage. Josh, Rose, and Brad, a close-knit family, share joy and laughter. Rose sees a mysterious figure which leads to a tragic accident and leaves a void in the family. Margaret Kelly, a compassionate figure, offers a shoulder to lean on, reflecting her depth of compassion and stability. Josh struggles with career instability after Rose's passing, each rejection letter a testament to his perseverance. Josh Smith and Margaret Smith marriage union, symbolizing the stability and love that blossomed from shared grief. Brad transitions from solitude to laughter and warmth, embodying his journey to acceptance. A family portrait redefines the family's journey, highlighting resilience, hope, and the power of love. End montage. On the coffee table there is strewn with newspapers bearing the headline Meshel vs. Mat, clash over medical innovation. In this intense debate, Meshel and Mat, both prominent political news figures, spar over a controversial new device. Meshel criticizes it as a tool for manipulation, while Mat defends its potential to revolutionize healthcare. As the debate unfolds, scenes of street chaos fill the pages, with citizens protesting biased research and the device's long-term effects. Mat argues for its pain-relieving benefits, while Meshel raises ethical concerns. Josh Smith stirs from sleep, reaching for the sleek black phone on the coffee table. Its ring pierces the air as he answers, his brow furrowing as he listens to the voice on the other end. Josh pushes multiple items off the table and pulls out a receipt, then starts writing details. Josh Smith. Yes, speaking. Who's calling? Oh, really? That's great to hear. I've been searching for a job for so long. Thank you so much. I really need something to turn things around for me. Wow, that sounds amazing. What kind of work would I be doing? That sounds like something I could definitely do. When can I start? Oh, okay. How much is the fee? $200? I'm not sure if I can afford that right now. You're right. Okay, I'll do it. How do I make the payment? Thank you so much for this opportunity. I can't wait to get started. He messily places the phone on the coffee table, pushing more items on the floor. Josh Smith. Smiling. I got a job. He suddenly stammers and looks off to the side, his expression faltering as tears well up in his eyes. Josh Smith. Shakiness in his voice, W.H. Who are you? He suddenly topples over, falling on the ground. The light from the moon perfectly shows the cut around his ear. Fade out. For EXT, the unremarkable car, Night 4. At the far end of the path sits an unassuming car, embodying the essence of averageness in its appearance. Rain cascades down in sheets, casting a shimmering veil. As Andrew approaches, the car doors facing him slide open silently, revealing an illuminated interior. LED lights along the edges flicker on, casting an otherworldly glow. Stairs descend from the open doors, inviting Andrew inside. The rain seems to intensify, each drop a percussion against the metal exterior of the car, but Andrew pays it no mind. He steps closer, his silhouette outlined by the glow of the car's interior. As Andrew climbs into the car, the scent of rain and ozone fills the air, mingling with the faint hum of the vehicle's engines. The interior envelopes him in a cocoon of warmth, starkly contrasting with the chill of the outside world. He settles into the seat opposite of Morris Bender, and the soft cushion molding to the contours of his body. Cut to 5ext/int. Living room, dusk 5. The moon inches across the sky, gradually gaining speed until the sun aligns perfectly with the moon's old spot. Brad Smith and Margaret Smith talk outside the door. Brad Smith. Mom, have you talked to Dad lately? He missed another counseling session. Margaret Smith. Sighs. Brad, you know your father's struggles. He'll come around when he's ready. Brad Smith. But Mom, he needs our support. He can't keep avoiding his problems. Margaret Smith. Defensively. And what about your problems, Brad? You're so focused on your father that you're neglecting yourself. Brad Smith, a tall teenage boy, enters the room with his school bag over his shoulder. Margaret Smith, an older woman with white hair, yells at Josh, who is lying on the ground, and runs over to him. Margaret Smith. Crying. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? Shaking Josh in an attempt to wake him up. Margaret Smith. Josh. Please. Fade out. 6 at doctor's lobby, day 6. Nurses assist a doctor in a clean, organized office, monitoring vital signs and providing necessary tools. A doctor in scrubs commands attention, navigating through the chaos with a bold demeanor to offer expertise and care to Margaret. Morris Bender. We appreciate you coming, we really do. Pulling out a file and looking through it. Morris Bender. We are all doing the best we can, and your husband is doing well. But unfortunately I have some news, according to his chart, Mr. Smith is confirmed as having basal cell carcinoma. Do you know why he was on the floor? Margaret Smith. Shaky voice. I don't know. I'm sorry, moving the file out of the way. Morris Bender. It's okay. Miss Smith, what's important is that he's doing well. We will transfer him to the step-down unit, and we will set up 2 future appointments for him as soon as possible. Other than this unfortunate news, he may be discharged by the end of the day. Margaret Smith. Nodding, thank you. A time-lapse of Margaret sitting while people are walking by. Benant. The Unremarkable Car, Night 7. Outside, people walk by in a blur, obscured by the rain hitting the car window, while inside, a tense silence hangs between Andrew and Bender. Quietly, Andrew takes out a stack of cash from his suitcase. Andrew. Look, Bender, I know you're a man of principles, but let's be real here. Money talks, and I'm talking a lot. Morris Bender. Andrew, you know I can't be bought. My duty is to my patients, not to the highest bidder. Andrew. But think about it. With this kind of money, you could do so much more good. Think about the state of healthcare. The corruption, the scandals. You could have made a real difference with the resources I'm offering. Andrew's fists clench, his nails digging into his palms as he fights to control his rising anger. Bender's expression remains unchanged, his resolve unyielding. Morris Bender. I appreciate the gesture, I really do. But my integrity is not for sale. I became a doctor to help people, not to line my pockets with dirty money. Andrew's frustration simmers beneath the surface, his anger threatening to boil over. Andrew. Fine, Bender. You want to play the saint? Suit yourself. But mark my words, there will come a time when you regret not taking this opportunity. After a long silence, Andrew's inner struggle reaches a fever pitch as he wrestles with his conscience. His hands tremble, the weight of his decisions bearing down on him like a weight. As the car continues its journey into the night, Andrew sinks back into his seat, his mind swirling with conflicting emotions. Cut to 8 int. Doctor's step-down unit, day 8. Morris Bender moves around the examination room, methodically washing his hands before retrieving gloves and settling in front of the computer. Morris Bender. How are you doing, Mr. Smith? Josh lying down with his hands on his head. Josh Smith. I am doing all right, Dr. Bender. Thank you. Bender organizing files, glancing at Josh's chart. Morris Bender. Unfortunately, I need to bring up some concerning news. According to your chart, you have basal cell carcinoma. However, because you've applied to a job recently. Josh suddenly sits up, visibly surprised. Josh Smith. What is basal cell carcinoma? How did you know that I got a job recently? How and why is it on my chart? Bender adjusts his glasses and looks at Josh reassuringly. Morris Bender. The review of your medical history, including background information, helps us understand potential health risks and factors affecting your well-being, including basal cell carcinoma, which is a type of skin cancer. Josh Smith. Startled. I got a call for a job. Then I asked when I would start and they said. Morris Bender. Interrupts gently, was it for today, 1996? Josh Smith. Startled and nodding. Yes. Oh. That was today. 4 years of unemployment. I really thought. I believed. Bender places a comforting hand on Josh's shoulder. Morris Bender. We need to talk about your health state. Dr. Bender reaches for a black box and holds it in his hands. Morris Bender. Have you ever heard of FTP? It's for your health safety. Match cut to 9 int. Smith's house, day 9. A device called FTP sits in the middle of the table as they all take turns exchanging glances at the device, creating a heavy, tense atmosphere. Margaret Smith. Anxiously. I just don't know if it's a good idea, Josh. You've been through so much already. Josh Smith. Determined. I understand your concerns. But I need this for my health and my job. It's my chance to turn things around for us. Brad Smith. Skeptically. Dad, are you sure about this? You know what happened with the other scam products that claimed to give you a job. Josh Smith. Defensively. That was different. This time, it's for my health. I can't keep living like this, you know I can't. Brad Smith. Defensively. But what about the side effects? Margaret Smith. Skeptically. Brad, those are just conspiracy theories. There is not enough evidence. Josh Smith. Resolutely. I'll deal with whatever comes my way. I have to try. I know it's been hard on all of you. But this could be the answer we've been looking for. Margaret Smith. Tearfully. I just want you to be okay, Josh. I can't bear to see you suffer anymore. The family, united in their determination, embraces a somber moment as Josh unknowingly places an addictive device on his ear. Dissolve to 10 int. The unremarkable car 10. The car glides through the rain-drenched streets, Andrew's anticipation swelling. He envisions the empire he's building, the city blurring past, testament to his determination. As the car slows, Andrew steps out, Morris Bender grabbing his suitcase. Andrew nods, leaving it behind as the car closes its doors and drives off. People bustle past, unaware of the power play unfolding. Andrew observes at all the connections, the maneuvers. Across the street, FTP catches his eye a bustling storefront, a manifestation of his ambition. With a sigh, Andrew turns, walking into the rain-soaked night. The path ahead is uncertain, but he's determined to forge his destiny, one step at a time.